They do a lot of things, so it's really worth it. And what you do with this robot is you can basically connect it to a tablet or your phone or any type of device using this program called Blockly, which we're demonstrating right here. And you can download this for free right on the internet, install it right on your device, and you're ready to go. So what we're doing right now is we're grabbing some blocks of code. So back when we first had computers in the 80s, or really a long, long time ago, there were vacuum tubes, right? But computers have come a long way where we know we're going to want to do certain things. So here we have things like driving. There are things like turning and going in different directions, making a sound. These things are all programmed into blocks where you can just drag them, arrange them, and customize them. And so children can use this to learn the basics of coding. And they can stack it together very easily, kind of like they would a Lego, so the interface is very easy for them. So do you want to show us the program that you made by stacking them together, by pressing the drive button? And it might go off of our little pad here. This is just for exploring. So it's going forward, turn, drive again. And Dash, makes some cute little sounds. Sometimes I feel like Dash is my bionic pet or something. So I get a little lonely and I can just turn Dash on and Dash is there. So how could you integrate this into your classroom? Well, I don't know if you've heard this yet, but the state of Florida, we have developed some new standards. So when you're integrating anything into the classroom, we follow the Florida standards. And starting in 2025, we have computer science standards. And one of the strands is coding and solving engineering problems. So this fits right in with that. And at every grade level, even in kindergarten, they're learning the basics of coding all the way up to 12th grade. There are standards. There's also things like technology impact. So if you're not going to be, before you do Dash, you might talk about what is a robot and, talk about the impact of that on, our society or things like that, or about creating robots that could solve society's problems, right? Maybe there could be a problem with pollution that a robot could help solve, or something with the environment like that. So they're very easy to integrate into our standards. So that's an important reason why we're teaching them to our pre-service teachers so that they can use these tools to teach Florida standards in fun and creative ways that engage students. Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to talk a little bit about what you're doing here, or?
So basically what I did was it starts with the start function,
Mm-hmm.
that block, and I set it on repeat 8 times so it keeps playing. And so it'll just go forward, turn left, it'll go backward, turn right, and then it'll make the siren sound and the voice sound, and it'll repeat that 8 times.
Excellent.
Oh, and there's stuff on here. There's like pre-programmed coding on here.
Yep, there are some pre-programmed ones on there so that you can just kind of get something to customize and get some ideas. You can create your own. And, right here, we were doing a project with planets. So we did this project where we had some different, there's a sun, there's an earth. They're not spaced out exactly the right way, but they were learning about different planets, driving to different ones, measuring how far. So they're learning math. When they're measuring the distance to drive from one to the next, they were learning angles, how to turn from going to one to the next. So if you want to integrate it in with a different subject besides coding, you can do that. It could be in social studies. Maybe you made some type of, diagram, some type of representations of history, little models around your room, and you want to go to give a tour. You can even record a sound, have it talk about where you're driving to, and kind of do a little digital storytelling, but with a robot that's more interactive. So those are some ideas.
Wait, there goes the other way.
All right. Do you have any questions, or did I cover everything? I'm not sure if they...
I kind of covered everything. This is very fun and very cool to play with.
I'm glad.
I would love to take this as a gift.
Aww.
I gotta move it back.
That's my only one. So
Get it back on the. on the mat. Hold on. Move back now. What?
Up, you got to go in the other direction. So this is what happens with coding. Sometimes you have to do a little bit of trial and error, and that's the beauty of it. You're not really wrong, but you're testing your code. So if it went too far, what would you do?
Go the other direction. Hey, I got it.
Yep. You go in there and tell it to go a shorter distance, go in the other direction, and experiment with it until you're getting it to debug it to do what you want it to do. So
Cool. Alright, I'm getting this off from that. We're bad at coding.
you're not. Well, really you're just learning, you're exploring. Do you want to try it? Or okay. Do you want to try a totally new one and make your own thing? So let's go back and then go here and just say create new project.
Wait, create. Is that it?
There should be one like a blank project. Like
Can I
here.
try these?
You could, but like let's try this blank new one. There you go. So there's the start. So just kind of move it up and just pick something like that you want to do and hook it up to the start.
Don't put forward or backward. Don't want to try animation.
Just drag it in there. And if you want to change the thing you're dragging in there, touch it, and it's changeable. As you can see, there are some ways you can configure it and customize it that pop up. So if you want to drive further, if you want to drive faster, if you want to drive slower. You're pretty good at coding because you're building it really fast.
Turn left and turn right.
It's also a great opportunity for students to collaborate and learn from each other, which is another one of the computer science standards, communication and collaboration, the new one. Aw.
Oh my god. I did it.
Yay! Great job.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.